Once upon a time, at the edge of the shivering northern woods, lived an old woman named Clara. Clara lived alone. Her world was quiet, filled only with wind and tall, watching trees. One bitter winter evening, she found something at her doorstep that changed everything. It was a bear cub barely larger than a loaf of bread, shivering and wounded. Most people would have stayed inside, but Clara's heart was as warm as her hearth. She named him Marlo. She didn't see a beast. She saw a soul that needed a friend. Little did she know, this small act of kindness would one day save her life. Seasons passed, and Marlo grew. He was no longer a cub, but a massive grizzly. He wasn't wild to Clara. He would help her gather food and keep her warm during the frost. But the village nearby grew restless. They didn't understand. They saw a monster in Clara's garden. That beast will turn on her, they whispered. It's only a matter of time. Clara knew the truth. Marlo would rest his heavy head on her lap and purr like a giant cat. But as the harshest winter in a decade approached, the forest began to change. A storm hit that lasted for 7 days. The wood ran out, and the fire died. Clara fell ill. The cold was seeping into her bones, and she couldn't reach the village for help. Marlo sensed the danger. He nudged her, but she was too weak to move. The bear knew what he had to do. He had to go to the humans, the ones who feared him. The giant bear battled the wind, his roars lost in the blizzard. When the villagers saw the beast coming, they reached for their rifles. Marlo didn't attack. He dropped Clara's favorite blue scarf at the feet of the lead hunter. It's Clara's, the men whispered. He's not here to hunt. He's here to ask for help. The hunters lowered their guns and followed the golden brown fur through the blinding white. They found her just in time. Marlo stood by the door, watching as they wrapped her in furs. Even with the humans inside, Marlo stayed by her side, his heat keeping her heart beating. Clara recovered. The village never whispered about the monster again. Instead, they brought food and wood, watching in awe at the bond between woman and bear. Marlo eventually returned to the deep woods, but he never left Clara. Every evening, a massive shadow would appear at the edge of the forest, ensuring she was safe. Kindness is a language that even the wildest heart understands. Subscribe to WhimsyVision for more stories that touch the soul.